Hello guys, and welcome to YouTube channel Thinking Machine. Today today we're going to be talking about lists, tuple and sets and dictionary in Python. Right, so what are lists? If you come from statically typed languages, programming languages like C, Java, C++, you must have heard about the data type called array, which is declared by if you want to declare array in C, you will write like this: int a, some this like is equals to some variables, some values, right? So what it does is um, you have these variables, right? You have this a variable a and this little square brackets. So what it says is it will go ahead and allocate a memory for these three variables, like, right? So here one will be stored, here two will be stored, and here 3 will be stored. And the in order to access these values 1 to 3, you can access it via something called index. So zero index, in zero index 1 is stored, in 1 index 2 is stored, and in 2 index 3 is stored. So in programming language and basically in computers, everything starts from 0, right? Everything starts from 0. So but in Python, in case of Python, we have lists, not array. So list is basically a kind of array. So in order to declare list in Python, what we do is we just write lst is equals to 1 2 3, same as C, but little different. Like I told you earlier that we don't explicitly declare a type of the variable, right? So if you print at what type of lst is, it's saying that it's a list, right? So and if you want to access one, so if you can access it by specifying the index of the particular uh, value. So if you want to access 1, you gotta say that I want to access 1 which is stored at index 0, right? So it will give you a value 1, right? Same as if you want to access 2, just at the first index, for 3 and second index, right? You can print the list itself by calling a print function. Okay, so this is a list in Python. Okay, so what about tuple? What is tuple? What is tuple? So tuple are basically immutable list of values. So what do I mean by immutable? Immutable means in Python what you have is suppose you have this variable, right? So what you have is 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, 3 and 4. So this is a list. What you can do is you can change a list, suppose if you want instead of 1 you want 5, you can easily do in list at index 0 I want value 5 instead of, at index 0 I want value 5 instead of instead of value 1. Okay, so if you print lst, you're gonna have 5 to 3, but this is not the case with tuple, right? Tuple are immutable list. So I said that tuple in Python we declare tuple as t is equals to any value within this parenthesis, like 1 2 3. Okay, this is my tuple. Okay, so let's write it down. T is equals to 1 2 3. Right, so I said that tuple is immutable data type, which means that we cannot reconstruct that. I mean, we cannot replace a particular value from a tuple, and we cannot modify a tuple basically, right? So if I said t0 at index 0, what value is present? It will give me 1. But if I say t0 is equals to 5, it will throw me an error saying that tuple is a immutable list, right? So tuple object does not support item assignment, right? As I said, tuple is a immutable list. Okay, so there you have it, and you can print tuple also, right? You can see the type of t, it's a tuple. Okay, so as I said that basically anything between these parentheses is tuple. I just said it to simplify the things, but what defines a tuple basically is this commas, right? So if I write 1 comma 2 comma 3 without parentheses, it will also work, and the type of t is also a tuple, right? So it is just for a clarification, so that readability of the program will be more. In further lecture we will see how this tuple will help us to write a good readable code. Okay, so now let's talk about string. Sorry. So now let's talk about sets, right? What is set? Let's talk about sets. So sets in Python are just sets are basically implemented in Python using hash map. Now you don't know about if you don't know about a hash map, don't worry, I'll explain it later. So what it basically does is you cannot store a repeated value in sets. Sets will have a unique value. So what defines sets is it will have a unique value, and the value will not be repeated, and order doesn't matter in sets, right? So in list you have a order, right? At index 0 I have a value 1, at index 1 I have a value 2, at index 2 I have a value 3, but in sets it doesn't matter, order doesn't matter, right? So if I want to define a set in Python, and just write s is equals to set in Python is defines within this open curly braces and close curly braces. So I can write 1 2 3 4, right? And if I say what is the type of s, the Python will say that it's a type of Python. It's a type of set, right? So if I want to access the index 0, it will throw me error that set object is not subscriptable. Like I said, order doesn't matter in set, so there is no concept of indexing in set, right? So and if I want to let's say if I want to have a value repeated amount of time, so if I'll print s, it will have a unique value 1 2 3, right? So this is a set in Python. Okay, now let's talk about dictionary. Okay, so dictionary is basically a key value pair. key value pair, right? So what defines dictionary is like d is equals to you're gonna have a key and you're gonna have a value, right? So key 1 have a value 1 and key 2 have a value of 2. Now again, these data types can be anything. Python is not like other programming languages. It is dynamically typed programming language, so any data type like lists, tuple, sets and dictionary can have any data type in it, right? So if I print d, it says that it's a dictionary. So Python says that d is a dictionary and it has a value. For key 1 it has a value 1, for key 2 it has a value 2, right? Again, dictionaries are also implemented using hash map. You don't need to worry about it, I'll explain it later. And so this is the different data types in Python, and I hope you understand that. And next in the next tutorial we'll be talking about some conditional statements, like we have if and elif, else in conditional statements in Python. So till then I hope you understand it, and bye. And subscribe to the channel to get notification for the upcoming video. Thank you.